a few people have done some Googling, have done some Wikipediaing and are very determined to prove that you are a dual citizen. So tonight we are going to go through a series of documents that I have seen, that I have read, that are 1,000,000% correct. All of these nice to be seen, and it is the chronology of how we get to tonight. All right, let's deal with this once and for all, and I believe very clearly proves you aren't a dual citizen.
Hello, I'm Paul Barry. Welcome to Media Watch. And that was Paul Murray finding his good friend Senator Malcolm Roberts innocent on all charges of electoral crime in a Sky News exclusive 2 months ago. Justice Murray spent nearly 9 minutes running through evidence, which he did not share with his audience, that supposedly proved the One Nation senator had always been a dinky-die Aussie and was not a British citizen at the time of his election.
Now, I've seen that document. It's in bold. There's no question that that is the document that was put in place.
And without letting us in on exactly what they were looking at, he and the senator both then declared,
I'm very confident in everything that I've seen, but are you very confident that if anyone wanted to challenge you?
Very confident.
The interview looked stupid then, it now looks ridiculous. Because last week Roberts was hauled before the High Court, and as we now know, it did not go well.
Controversial One Nation Senator Malcolm Roberts has told the High Court he, quote, always felt Australian and wasn't aware he was a British citizen when he nominated for Parliament.
After repeated declarations from Roberts that he was not a dual citizen when elected to the Senate, his lawyers admitted to the court that he was, overruling Roberts' bizarre claim that he had never even been a POM.
When pushed on whether he thought he was a British citizen, he replied, I would want to be checking with my barrister before I answer that, but I accept that he says it.
But what of the documents that Roberts showed to Sky's Paul Murray, which supposedly proved the senator had renounced the citizenship he claimed he had never held, which Murray had seen and pronounced to be
1,000,000% correct.
What did the High Court make of them? Not much. As the ABC reported, the senator had sent them to an email address that did not exist.
His first email, titled
Am I Still a British Citizen?,
went to an address ending with the domain
UK, Sydney.
Stephen Lloyd, counsel assisting the court, then asked,
Have you ever seen any email address that ends with anything like UK, Sydney?
No.
Mr. Roberts replied.
So, despite Paul Murray's boast that Roberts' seat in the Senate was 1,000,000% secure, it was clear he'd soon be heading for the door. As Adam Gartrell reported in the Sydney Morning Herald,
Here are the empirical facts. Roberts was a citizen of Britain for the first 5 months of his Senate tenure. It is now virtually unthinkable the court will allow Senator Roberts to remain Senator Roberts.
So, what did Murray have to say on his show that night about this remarkable reversal? Well, there was no real mea culpa or apology, but it's fair to say he appeared to be somewhat shocked by it all.
The whole point was, I copped it understandably because we weren't sitting here showing documents. I was referring to things that I had seen. That's fine, I copped that. One leads with their chin, or their tummy in my case. But if one of the email addresses you were writing to is bouncing and it was just something you found on Google, it's going to be tough.
Tough? You can say that again. And Murray's guests certainly did.
I think the High Court has Malcolm for the high jump.
I think he's for the high jump as well.
Well, I think everybody who's got a cloud over them is in trouble.
And shortly afterwards on Sky, Murray's colleague Chris Kenny, who never thought the senator was safe, was in fits.
The evidence here has been hilarious today. Malcolm Roberts seems to have no idea what was going on. It's real dog-ate-my-homework stuff.
So, no surprise that the High Court took barely a day to make up its mind that Malcolm Roberts was still a British citizen at the time of his election and will surely, come October, when the full court convenes, be just a common man again. Which must leave Paul Murray and his viewers wondering why on earth the Sky host ever fell for the senator's story, which turns out to be 1,000,000% wrong. But now, let's leave politics and get some exciting health news from Nine's Today host, Lisa Wilkinson.
Heart health is a hot topic for many Australians. Are there natural options out there to help support your healthy blood pressure? The answer is yes.
And yes, you're right, that is an ad from someone whose agent describes her as one of Australia's most accomplished and respected journalists. So, what is she selling?
Nutrilife Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract may help to support healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels. It's a simple daily routine you can follow.
Aged garlic, eh? Well, it must be good because Lisa is a trusted truth seeker with decades of experience. And as we recently learned, she's just got serious about women's health.
Lisa Wilkinson launches a new women's health campaign.
Aha, and what exactly does that involve? Let's ask New Idea.
Lisa Wilkinson shares exciting news. The 57-year-old is officially the face of one of Australia's leading supplement brands, Nutrilife.
Ah, so I think that means she's been given a fat check to spruik for a company selling vitamins. And we have to say we find that odd because vitamins and supplements are oft derided by doctors. So she's putting her name and reputation up against them and taking Today and Channel 9 along with her. But worry not, because while her comments are for cash, Lisa insists that Nutrilife supplements really do the job.
It's such a great range, and it really looks after all areas of health that you can be really proactive about. And studies show the supplements actually work.
Ah, but do they? Nutrilife told MediaWatch there is a growing body of research to show that
Kyolic aged garlic extract can play a key role in slowing the progression of atherosclerosis, a gradual narrowing and hardening of the arteries that is implicated in heart attack and stroke.
Nutrilife also told us its garlic pill can
reverse the effects of cardiovascular disease, lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and improve immunity, along with a plethora of positive effects on overall health.
But do these big claims stack up? Dr. Ken Harvey, an associate professor with Monash University's School of Public Health and Preventative Medicine, doesn't think they do. And last week he made a formal complaint to the Therapeutic Goods Administration, alleging that Wilkinson's ad breaches the TGA's advertising standards, and arguing, re the promises of better health for healthy people that Wilkinson makes on Nutrilife's behalf.
No evidence could be found to substantiate these claims.
Oh dear. Harvey goes on to say in his complaint,
in my opinion, the current promotion of Kyolic aged garlic extract to the public by Nutrilife Australia, and especially by their national ambassador and TV personality Lisa Wilkinson, is unconscionable.
How embarrassing for Lisa and for Nine. So, is it fair? Well, some studies have shown that garlic pills can have health benefits for patients with high blood pressure and high cholesterol. A trial of Kyolic aged garlic extract with 88 hypertensive patients, published last year, concluded
aged garlic extract is effective in reducing peripheral and central blood pressure in a large proportion of patients with uncontrolled hypertension.
But the study was paid for by a manufacturer of the pills. And Dr. Harvey says it only monitored a small group of people with acute problems for a short amount of time. He also says that no research has been done on healthy patients to test aged garlic's preventative effects. So, when Lisa's ad tells you it may help cholesterol levels in healthy individuals, Harvey says there is no real evidence to back that up. Now, we don't know if Dr. Harvey's complaint to the TGA will succeed, but the vast majority of complaints are upheld, and he is an expert in the field. And Lisa Wilkinson has been told before, by today's own doctor, Rick Wilson, that for most people, vitamins and supplements don't work.
Are you a believer in vitamins like echinacea and vitamin C? No.
Personally, I'm not. There is no good evidence to say that starting yourself on vitamin C, zinc, and other antioxidants, echinacea, there's no evidence to say that they stop you getting colds.
And another Today Show doctor, Penny Adams, has issued a similar warning.
You can take vitamins, but it's probably a big waste of your money. There's actually...
Oh, really?
Yes, really. And as Wilkinson herself then observed...
You also weed that out too, don't what your body doesn't need.
Yep, a lot of the water-soluble vitamins just go straight out.
So, if today's doctors are right, it's mainly money down the drain. But Wilkinson will cash in. Celebrity agent Max Markson reckons she should be getting $250,000 to $300,000 a year for the endorsement. And Markson claims Channel 9 could be getting a further $5 to $7 million for allowing her to do it, based on deals he's done in the past. That is big money. And while Nine and Wilkinson declined to discuss details, the network told MediaWatch...
The arrangement Lisa Wilkinson has with Vitaco is a commercial one, and Nine were advised of it. The editorial decisions taken by the Today Show in this area of debate reflect all sides of the discussion and are independent of Lisa's personal commitments.
Maybe so, but we still wonder why Wilkinson, who's reportedly paid $1 million a year by Today, feels the need to risk her reputation to make still more. And why Nine lets her do it. But now, let's all go racing, because Melbourne's Spring Carnival is about to kick off and the Herald Sun is bubbling with excitement.
A touch of West Hollywood glam, a luxe Moet and Chandon lawn and a lavish food spot named after legendary black caviar. The first leg of this year's spring racing carnival promises to be the ultimate sensory overload.
Overload indeed. The Moet and Chandon lawn sounds fabulous, with crisp Moet champagne and a delicious gourmet grazing menu. And the Black Caviar restaurant, with its electric atmosphere and awe-inspiring racecourse views, sounds like the place to be. Not sure what to wear? Another story in the Hun had that one covered too.
Nadia Bartel's top 5 spring racing fashion tips.
Wow, you have to admit that is some pretty good PR. But so it should be, because while both these pieces, which ran on News Corp websites across the country, are written by the Herald Sun, they're actually giant ads. And if you click through from the Herald Sun's homepage, you might have spotted the code.
Sponsored by Melbourne Racing Club.
But many readers would come in via search engines or social media, and the stories themselves have no disclosure at all. This so-called content marketing, in which ads are dressed up to look like news, is increasingly common. But most editors agree that readers should be told when a story has been paid for, as the Courier Mail has done with this puff for Emirates. Yet increasingly, we're seeing ads with no disclosure, like this Daily Telegraph story about making friends in your autumn years.
Socialising when you're over a certain age can be tricky to navigate, but there are surprising ways to mingle without the cringe factor.
And what might they be? A round of golf, of course, as the accompanying video explains.
You come in, and if you're on your own, someone will say, hey, would you like to come and join us? It's designed that you're going to meet new people.
And you'll be thrilled to learn the food down the club is great as well, as another gushing story told us.
We reveal the culinary hidden gems tucked away in New South Wales golf clubs. Roast lamb with chive mash by Northbridge Golf Club.
Yep, all that is paid advertising from the sport's peak body Golf New South Wales, but with no indication on the stories that it's cash for copy. So we asked the Daily Telegraph and the Herald Sun why they do not make it clear to all readers that the stories are ads. The News Corp spokesman replied,
appropriate signposting of native and commercial content is important.
And following our inquiry, both the Hun and the Telly added disclaimers to their stories. Good on them. Readers need to be able to tell the difference. And finally, to the pitfalls of live TV and the perils of being a host when things go wrong.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys...
it was difficult for him to, go out and stand out to be a corruption fighter when he was old.
Now to sport with Meredith Sheehan.
But sometimes the best stuff happens off-air. And last week, MSNBC host Lawrence O'Donnell gave a command performance that viewers of his show The Last Word sadly did not see. Incredible stuff. And the leaked video goes on for 8 whole minutes. But, as good as it was, Lawrence is still not Bill O'Reilly, whose complete meltdown still holds for us the tantrum title.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
And you can read more about tonight's stories on our Facebook page or our website, where you can see statements from Nine and Nutrilite Australia. You can also catch the show on iView and contact me or Mediotch on Twitter. And make sure not to miss Media Bites every Thursday. But for now, until next week, that's it from us. Goodbye.